Hello everybody, good morning. What time is it? It's 6:10 in the morning here. My cat, who should be called Machiavelli, either that or find himself a Bond villain on whose lap to sit, woke me up really early and then I couldn't get back to sleep. So here I am, huddled on my sofa, feeling sorry for myself. No, not really. I mean, to be honest, I love my cats a lot. I really do. They're wonderful. And they're so clever cats, you know. They really are sussed. Very sussed. And, you know, when they came to me, they moved in here by themselves. They just wandered through the cat flat. My cats did. They found me. Craigslist for cats. And I go, hi, yeah. Number, la 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 la, there's your address in there with the word complete mug next to it. And they just come around, you know. It's like, well, actually, you know, I found you on the feline Craigslist and it says you're a complete walkover and that you'll give me anything I want at any given time, even at 1 o'clock in the morning, if I wake you up and bite your ear and slobber all over your face and clog up your nostrils. To which I'd have to say, well, yeah, I would, because I'm a complete idiot. Anyway, so that's why they're here. But they were in a terrible state because they'd been abandoned and they had really suffered. So it's actually really good to see them doing so well. Anyway, that's that for the pussycats. I sort of wanted to do a video about organic portals again, because it's a while since I've done one. And right, the reason I wanted to do a video about organic portals is because I get comments from people about this topic, and a lot of people are very, very angry, which I completely understand, and they see organic portals as the enemy and as you know, minions of the dark side out to get them. Now, sometimes this is true. I've experienced this myself. I have, that they can be malevolent, very malevolent indeed. But for the most part, what I find is that they are neither here nor there. They are not real, and so they are kind of like the air or like the wind or like an energy form, if you know what I mean. And I have found over and over again that they seem to respond to me according to what state I am in. So if I am having a bad day, feeling victimized, feeling powerless, feeling full of rage, they tend to almost mirror that back to me. I'll start meeting them and they'll still in sort of more negative form. I come across them as mean, vindictive, malicious, selfish, stupid, all kinds, obstructionist, you name it. It all comes up because it basically is showing me what I am feeling, what is coming up for me, what is going on within me. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that they are simply part of your outer world, and your outer world mirrors your inner world. It really does. I find this to be true over and over again. And if you start to pay attention to your moods and then start to notice the correlation between your moods, your energetic vibration, and the world outside of you, which is not really, there is no disconnect. It is one and the same thing. Everything is connected. Now that is... oh, so early. That's basically how that works. It's a mirror. It's a mirror. And because we are living now in such pivotal times, everything is is, it's very difficult to put this into words actually for me. Everything is going into culmination now. I can feel it, and you know, they say it gets darkest before the dawn. I feel that to be true. It's as if we're being hit from all sides, literally, like psychic attack, very heavy. And I feel that really intensely, and maybe all of us really do, because, you know, one way or another we're all going to be very empathic, we're going to be empaths, most of us are, you know, and so we're going to feel everything so much more even. And the more you awaken, the more you see how truly awful this world is. You see the ugliness that you're surrounded by, you see how you've been mistreated, how you've been mind controlled to believe that you have to earn a living, that you're so worthless that you have to prove you deserve to exist by working hard and paying your taxes and being a good slave. Severe, dark, nefarious fucking abuse has been levied upon all of us, as well as animals, as well as nature. And you see, wounded people wound people, so then we in turn have been horrible to other people. We have been abusive too, so we have all this guilt which they use against us, and we have all this shame as well which they use against us. It's all the nefarious catch-22, and now they put all these memes out there about, you know, 5G. Oh, 5G is gonna destroy you, it's gonna fry your brain, it's gonna destroy everything, or the depopulation agenda, or agenda 22 or 29, whatever, or all the poison in our food, and GMO, and Ebola. It's always fear, fear, fear. World War III, fear, fear, fear. Nuclear war, fear, fear, fear. It's interesting because if you go to, what's that place in Russia? Oh God, I hate this so much when I just, words, vocabulary just gone. Chernobyl, right? If you go there now, you'll find that there is no radiation whatsoever other than normal, minimal levels, that nature is thriving, that the animals around there are all thriving, and there's people living there and they're perfectly fine, and they've always lived there. The whole nuclear radiation thing is an absolute load of bullshit. It is a fucking lie. And it's yesterday, because yesterday I was feeling a little bit low actually. Well, a little bit actually, I was feeling really fucking low. I was like, whoa, you're way down there, girl. And one of my subscribers left a really wonderful comment which really helped me. So thank you, you know who you are. You have my heartfelt gratitude. I needed to hear that. See, I've talked about this before. It's about terraforming, energetic terraforming, and the dark forces using our consciousness against us. They get us to believe that we are powerless victims. They get us to believe that nuclear radiation is going to kill us all. Do you remember how they had all the kids huddling under their desks throughout the 50s and the early 60s? Oh, it's going to come, they're going to destroy us all, like huddling under your desk was going to save you if they drop a fucking nuclear bomb. If nuclear bombs are as bad as they say, then huddling under a desk in a classroom isn't going to make a blind bit of difference. Do you see how what they do to us, how they fuck with us in a massive way, and how we play that game because we have not known any different? And this is the biggest gaslighting operation of it all, you see, because as long as we stay in a state of extreme fear, which, by the way, is why I believe we grow old, and is why we're so sick all the time. Most people are sick all the time, I see it everywhere. This fear goes all the way deep, deep down into the very fiber of our being, into our energy, our vibration, into our subconscious. It reverberates throughout us. Fear and self-hate. And this is the... it's the addiction, it's the heroin that they use to keep us entrapped, and that's why we go through this purging out or harmonizing or alchemizing of that stuff. And so as that happens, we are in it, we feel really, really awful. As we're harmonizing and alchemizing this inner poison, which is what keeps us stuck. Now, the more we alchemize that inner stuff, that inner negative energy, that those emotions of these entrapment emotions of self-hate, self-attack, self-punishment, fear, and always expecting the worst to happen. It's like, well, I'm planting all these seeds in the soil, but it never yields anything. I'm so worthless. I really don't deserve to exist. I have to work for a living. I have to work all hours God sent just to get by. I am a worthless slave. I hate myself and I hate everything else, and they're doing it to me. And then they come at you via the mainstream media, telling you about, you know, GM and Ebola is coming, and 5G is going to fry your brains, and you know, World War III is going to be, you're going to be destroyed. You're going to live in a radioactive wasteland. And I mean, fear is the ultimate weapon to hijack and keep hijacked our consciousness, so that we create their desired reality for them, just so that the little grey feeders, the feeders, can stay alive, because they can only live in that type of environment which thrives on bleak, heavy, dark negativity. And so it wants us to stay in that state of negativity. So organic portals, well, they exist. They exist because they are an extension of the feeders. I think in some way I don't exactly know how they are created or anything, but they are an extension of the feeders, which is why often enough you will see them with black eyes. I've seen this happen a couple of times throughout my life, where perfectly ordinary people had eyes that were all black, because the feeders, the little grey feedy things that I talk about, they have black eyes. They're all black like oil. But they, organic portals, are only evil and malevolent if we imprint that upon them. If we imprint them, believe that they are this, that or the other, they will be. Because they simply mirror back to us what is happening within us. See, evil has us all believing it is more powerful than anything else. That lies, I believe, at the center of this problem here. Is that we're so programmed to believe that, oh, evil always wins. Evil's so big, bad and powerful, and there's nothing you can do. And so we are used to feeling like we're totally with our backs against the wall and utterly powerless, and we're full of rage, and we want vengeance and we want justice, because we know that is fucking wrong. But you see, we have the power to sort this out. We have the power to reset that within ourselves, you know. That polarization, this I am a powerless victim and evil so powerful, sorry. Because we don't have to believe that. We are in a process of changing that balance and of realizing how powerful we are, of realizing that, hey, these thoughts and these feelings, I can actually let them go. And it takes time to keep working through that. It comes up, you feel it, you have these weird aberrational thoughts, you know, like, oh, I want to stab my cat. Weird shit comes up, believe me. It's really Dali-esque, torturous, weird shit. Guilt, shame, hate, rage, self-hate, self-attack, all kinds of weird shit will come up. But as long as you do not react to it and believe it's real and keep letting go and keep loving yourself, you'll get through that. Then you'll find you can go out there and you feel peaceful and you vibrate on a good, wholesome level, and you will find that these people, organic portals, that a couple of weeks ago were nasty, obstructionist, malicious motherfuckers, all of a sudden seem perfectly alright. At the very least, they'll just melt away, they just float out of your way, and they won't bother you at all. Our environment, right, the world, it's not real, people, it's energetic, right? So our environment merely reacts to our inner vibration. We are the imprinters. We imprint our reality and it responds accordingly. Do you understand? That is how that works. So it's our responsibility for each and every one of us to be aware of that and to start working on clearing up and healing your consciousness, which the dark power uses against you. And you then create the reality they desire based on fear and hate and rage and victimhood. Because it's self-perpetuating, people. It perpetuates itself, and that is what it does. And so, if that is what you're still doing, then that is what you're going to create, and that is what you're going to imprint the field with. And that is what you see. So you go out in that state, and I know because I've done this, I've been there many times. You go out and people are vicious, people are mean, people are selfish, and you get more and more riled up and you feel more and more angry to the point where you're ready to commit murder, right? Fucking people, these organic portals, they're scum, yeah. You know, and basically you're in a state where you're at war with the world. And the grave feeders love that. They love that more than anything, because that is where they live. That is where they live. So, you can say, well, break, stop. What's going on? What's happening? How am I feeling? What's going on? Take your power back, people. Take your power back. Take responsibility for your state of consciousness. You are so much more powerful than you believe yourself to be. And I say this to myself as well. This, for me, is a daily practice, and it isn't easy. We've been here for God knows how many years, possibly lifetimes, over and over and over again in the reincarnation trap. So it's all we've known, right? So it's very addictive. It's like heroin. It's the heroin of the soul. Whoa, having a deja vu moment here. Wow, that's weird. Yeah, deja vu, people. Woohoo, woohoo. Where you think, whoa, that sentence, this moment, the light over there, this top, the sentence, very strange. I've been getting quite a lot of those deja vu moments. Anyway, so yeah, organic portals. I mean, I remember ages ago, and I got a letter from the government with regards to some money I owed them for council tax, and I got very angry, and I felt like a victim, and I felt full of rage, and I went in there, I thought, right. And I had to deal with this total organic portal who was just malice incorporated. And it was appalling, you know. And then it all got sorted out sometime later, and I went back in there, and it was the same woman, and she was, and I was in a very different state of consciousness. I felt much more relaxed, much more peaceful, much more, serene and loving. It was like it was the same woman, but it was like dealing with a completely different person. And this is truly how it works. We are imprinters. The reality that we are a part of, or that our bodies, our avatars are a part of, is not real. It's a field of energy, and we imprint it via our consciousness. The grave feeders use our consciousness against us all the time. Energetic terraforming, remember, to create the reality in which they live. They want to live. It's as simple as that, really. So We do not need to believe all the fear memes that the dark side tries to shove down our throat every day with regards to genetically modified this and World War III, or evil aliens are gonna come and do this and that, and ooh, and the drama, the dog and pony show that every day encircles us, you know, like Plato's cave. This is what is happening, that is what is happening, and ooh, it's all bad and it's going to get you. You're fucking fucked. You're shit. You're worthless. The torture chamber effect, I call it. You know, and if we believe it, go into it, this is true, this is happening, it's all true. We are playing their game for them. We are creating their desired reality for them. We are being good slaves when doing that. They've made that state of being, those feelings, addictive for a reason, people. Right? They've made slavery really addictive in a perverse way. That's what they've done. Be aware of that. You know. We must take our power back, and it will take time to do that, but little by little by little, if we are willing, with great will, with great focus, we can do that. Love is a very important ingredient in that process. To love ourselves, to keep reiterating, I am precious, I am beautiful, and I am a magical being, because we are precious, we are beautiful. Like I said yesterday, we've been living in the vice. We've literally had our heads, our consciousness squeezed in a vice. And it's all a lie. It's a giant fucking lie. We are not this. We are something else. Exactly what we are, do not know yet. Though I get a feeling, an inkling. More will be revealed. I'm certain of that. And if we want all of that, we want this bright shining light, if we want paradise and amazingness, the only way we're gonna get it is by not playing the game. Yesterday I was having a really bad day, and then one of my subscribers left this amazing comment, and really, wow, it was just, I thank you, seriously, it was amazing, really. We need to help each other as well. Remember that, people. Let's support each other and help each other, because all of us are up and down and ooh and ah. This is not something that is like that, like some people would have you believe, you know. It's bullshit. It's quite an intense journey. It's a quest. So whenever we can and wherever we can, let's help each other out, people. Let's be there for each other. Let's be there for ourselves, and let's be there for each other. And don't fear the walking organic portals, because they will only be what you imprint them to be. They cannot harm you if you are safe and protected by filling yourself with love instead of hate. Love protects, hate attracts. This is what I believe with all my being. And that's really all I wanted to say today. All my love to all of you. You are beautiful, radiant, precious and powerful beings, magical beings. All of us are. That is our true nature, our heritage. It is what we are, and we're here to do a job, people. So let's do it and stop playing the game. Toodaloo, babies.